What's good, y'all? And we back, baby. We back with Imperialism. Also, really quickly, I think this is the first time I ever recorded during the daytime, and I do not like how that looks on my face. Today we are back with college football imperialism. Now, I had another video ready to go, had another video recorded, edited, everything. I just didn't feel like it was up to my standard. I felt like I kind of, just gave a video out and said, you know what, edit this video and I'll just post it. I don't feel like I really put my time and my effort into it. I'm uploading once a week. I need to start putting time and effort into things. And I can't, I can't make it that easy for myself. You know what I mean? Like I gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue the video. We're going to continue imperialism today. Next week, we are going to have a different kind of video. I hope y'all enjoy it. I really do hope y'all enjoy it, to be honest. Damn, my face look weird as hell in this lighting. What the hell? So I hope y'all enjoy the next week's video. I have another video that's going to be coming out. It's a different kind of video. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with college football imperialism, and we gonna try to knock out some teams today. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, before we get into anything, links down below to my editor DK, his channels, his Patreon. Go sub to all of those, man. He is one hell of a content creator, and yeah, man, he's on the come up just like me. He's trying to do this just like I am, trying to do this full time. So please go down below and show him some love. He's the one that edits these videos. He makes these videos possible. He makes this channel possible. So please go check him out. Also, link is down below to my reaction channel. That will be having videos on it soon. I'm actually going to record one later today. This feels weird recording during the daytime. It's 11 a.m. when I'm recording this video. I don't even think DK's up yet. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, spin that wheel, baby. Let's go. Come on. Come on. We got a new episode of Imperialism. I got a lot of energy. It's daytime. I got a lot of energy. Michigan State. Michigan State's out. No? Yeah, Michigan State's out. Now, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. We already messing up. All right. Spin the wheel again, baby. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Let's do this. Come on. Who we got? Who we got? Air Force. All right. The military showing up. Who they facing? Down and to the right. Let's see where that's at. Okay, that is almost exclusively Kansas State. So we got Kansas State Air Force next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at KSU, Kansas State University. This trash mascot, I swear to God, if I see him again, I'm gonna knock his out. Please, Air Force, do us a favor. Save the American people from having to ever see that mascot again. Please, please, for everything I love, just please do that. Please, Air Force, I beg you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is why nobody likes the Air Force. 35-7 final score. I'll see y'all on the map. All right, Kansas State has taken over more territory as we move on in this imperialism. Air Force did not have a chance to take down Kansas State. Air Force just couldn't do it. We have the weirdest map right now because, like, you still got Tennessee, you still got Auburn, you still got Florida and Florida State. Got Miami down here just chilling. Michigan's up here, Ohio State's up here, but really you don't have much. Like, I don't know, man. A lot of the big teams, like the major good teams, are gone. Georgia's gone, Bama's gone. That's about it. But those two teams are gone, and those two teams normally win everything. So I'm really interested to see how this series goes, man. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, Georgia Bama gonna win, and then they lose in like the first couple episodes and you're like, damn. Coastal Carolina's killing it though. I really hope we can get another Coastal game because Coastal been killing it, bro. Oh yeah, spin the wheel. Cincinnati, they back at it. They might face Ohio State. Ohio State might be on the board first. Up and to the right, that's Ohio State. Cincinnati, Ohio State next. All right, we are at Ohio State University as the band is playing the team out in the snow. It is Cincinnati. It is Ohio State. Let's see if Ohio State gets upset like Georgia and Bama did. Let's see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, exactly what we thought was going to happen happened. Ohio State just whooped that like bad. Ladies and gentlemen, Ohio State is now on the board with some more territory. Let's go back to the wheel and see who's next. Spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Come on. Who we got? Who we got next, baby? Come on. This got to be a good team here. Vanderbilt? It's Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt been killing it in real life. They doing pretty good right now. It's to the right and a little bit down. Yeah, so that's all Tennessee. So it's Vanderbilt taking on Tennessee at Neyland Stadium. Let's see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is in Tennessee. We are here in Tennessee. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what I'm saying. We're in Tennessee. Vanderbilt taking on Tennessee. Both teams ranked. This is going to be a big game here. That's why it's nighttime. But let's see what the hell happens, man. Anything can happen. Let's see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping into the game. It's 24-24, a minute 32 remaining in the fourth. 38-yard line. They are on Tennessee side of the field. Vanderbilt is. And let's see what the hell's going to happen here. Stadium Pulse is going crazy. Diego Pavea is going to run. And is that even him? Is Diego Pavea. Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, almost gets the first down. 2nd and 3, a minute 27 remaining. Vanderbilt looking to get a first down here. They're already in field goal range, presumably, and they get that first down. They're in field goal range now. Now they can just run the clock out, kick this field goal. Game is over. Tennessee might want to save at least one timeout just to make sure that Vanderbilt might not get the field goal, because they will ice the kicker. But they're going to run the ball again here. I have a feeling that Tennessee is going to use all 3 of their timeouts. And that's another first down. Tennessee uses another timeout. That's their 2nd timeout. They got one more before they only have a minute left to score. Assuming that Vanderbilt even scores a touchdown here, they might not even do that. But they haven't been able to stop the run, and they stop it there. Timeout, Tennessee. Vanderbilt, they can't get iced now, so they really could just run this clock as much as possible if they wanted to. And let's see if that's what they choose to do here. They are going to run the ball. Looks like they're in running formation. They're in I formation here. Let's see. There it goes. Dang. Down to the 9-yard line. 3rd and 5, a minute 7 on the clock and counting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 50 seconds remaining on the clock. They're going to snap the ball here. He is looking to pass. Caught. 4th and inches. Wow. Are they going to run a play here? That's the question. Are they going to run a field goal, or are they going to run an actual play here? I don't know what you do if you're Vanderbilt. Yeah, you probably do kick the field goal. You know what? That's probably that. Yeah, that's the safest option. 13 seconds remaining. They're going to count down the remaining seconds. The kick is up, and it is good. 27-24 with a couple of seconds remaining on the clock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4 seconds on the clock. They have time for one play here. Let's see if they can get a crazy play downfield. Here they go. Back to pass. Throwing. Caught. And it's out of bounds. That was a terrible play. 0 seconds on the clock, and Vanderbilt takes down Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanderbilt just got a lot bigger. They just got a huge piece of territory here. Unbelievable. And Vanderbilt took over all. I mean, they took over all of Tennessee's territory, which is good for them. I mean, look, Vanderbilt's going off in real life too. I don't know what happened. Vanderbilt used to be the laughingstock of college football, especially in the SEC. But these past 2 seasons, they've had some big upset wins, including last year against Alabama. And then this year, they've been having some pretty good wins as well. They beat South Carolina 34-7. That's incredible. I'm going to give them a new logo, and then we're going to spin the wheel again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Vanderbilt has a new logo, and they are sitting pretty right now inside of their own territory. Wow. Just wow, man. Dude, Vanderbilt, listen, Vanderbilt's been killing it. I don't know what's happening. Diego Pavea, he obviously got his extra year. I think he went to court to get his extra year. He got his extra year, and he's been making the most of it. The NFL will come calling for him eventually. Eventually, the NFL has to come calling for him. I'm so shocked at how Vanderbilt is. You know what I mean? I'm so shocked at how good they're playing. It almost brings a tear to my eye. But anyway, spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Come on. What do we got? Who do we got? Who are we seeing? What are we doing? BYU. Okay. Who BYU facing, though? That's the question. Up to the right. All right. Let's see what that is. All right, babe. Whoa. DK, cut all that, please. All right. BYU is taking on Utah. BYU. Utah. coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Utah taking on BYU in the Holy War. That is a sick name for a rivalry. The Holy War is happening, and there they go, running out of the tunnel. Utah taking on BYU coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping in again. It is Utah. They are first and 10, a minute 54 left on the clock, 27-27. This war is definitely holy, that's for sure. Utah has the ball over the 50-yard line. Let's see what they can do with it here, and they do nothing. Utah back up to the line, a minute 30 remaining, 2nd and 11. And he's throwing, caught for the first down. A minute 22 on the clock, timeout BYU. Utah coming back to the line, a minute 22 remaining, 1st and 10. They're going to try to get into the end zone here as quickly as they possibly can, but it might be another field goal, and it's going to be a read option. He's not going to go anywhere. A minute 18 left on the clock. Utah coming back to the line here, looking to get closer for the field goal. It is snowing. It's snowing in Utah. And that's going to be 3rd and 11, a minute 13 left on the clock. BYU has no more timeouts. They can't stop the clock anymore. And they're probably going to run one more play before kicking this field goal and getting up out of here with a win. 50 seconds left on the clock, 3rd and 11. They're going to run another play here. And it's just going to be a running play. And that is going to get good yardage. 4th and 5, 40 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to kick this field goal and probably walk out of here with a victory. The field goal unit is out there. 14 seconds on the clock. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. Utah with a 3-point lead heading into the last seconds of the game. 3 seconds on the clock. They have one time, one play to get into the end zone to win this ball game. Can they do it? And they're going to check it down again, and that's not going to go anywhere. Fourth quarter is over, and the ball game is over. Utah comes out with the victory, and Utah wins the Holy War as they have a lot of territory. They obviously got this territory from not having to play anybody, but they're taking over a lot of territory here. Utah looking good. They sitting good right now. But let's get back to the wheel. See who is next. All right, spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Who do we got next? Who is next? It will be Nevada. And Nevada will be taking on down and to the left. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to spin the wheel again because UNLV beat Nevada. And for some reason, I deleted UNLV and I did not delete Nevada. So we're going to spin the wheel again and hopefully get another team here, because apparently I didn't realize that I had done that. But Utah State is next. They are on the map. I did see them, and they're going down and to the left. Speaking of the UNLV, it will be all right. Utah is back to back. Utah State coming up. All right, we are back in Utah for the Battle of the Brothers. Utah got some cool rivalry names, but we got Utah, we got Utah State. Who's going to take over the entire state of Utah? Let's find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, final score will be 38-7 as Utah wins the Battle of the Brothers. Let's take them. Let's go back to the map. Utah now has the entire state of Utah. Not only that, but they got another state too, and they just building and building and building to being one of the final teams left in this video or in this series. I mean, dang, dude, listen, Utah's killing it right now, man. You know what? I'll give it to them. Utah is definitely killing it for sure. But spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Come on. Who we got next? Who is next on the clock? UNLV. We just put them back on the wheel. They might lose immediately. And they're going down and to the left. Or down and to the right. All right. We got UNLV. We got Arizona State. Let's see who wins this matchup. All right. We are at Arizona State as the Arizona State Sun Devils take on the UNLV Gamblers Anonymous. I don't know. UNLV Rough Riders. UNLV something. UNLV Rebels. They the Rebels. Put some respect on their name. They the Rebels. The Rebels versus the Sun Devils. Next. All right, I'm not going to jump in yet because it is a 2-score game, and I don't think it's going to get any closer. It's not. Arizona State is going to take down UNLV. UNLV had a pretty decent run. However, Arizona State came to spoil it as Arizona State knocks out UNLV. Wow, what a game. Honestly, better than I thought it was going to be. Not going to lie. Better than I thought it was going to be for sure. I want to keep it as light as possible because you got San Jose State next to him with the same, like, kind of same color. So I want to keep this yellow as dark as possible, or as light as possible, because this one's dark yellow. But Arizona State taking down UNLV. Let's go. Who do we got next? Who is next on the wheel? Colorado. I don't think we've had Colorado yet. And they going up and to the left. Right, that is Utah again. Utah taking multiple games here. Colorado, Utah coming up. All right, we are back in Utah. I've seen this mascot way too much today. But we got Utah, we got Colorado for the battle in the Rockies. Or Rumble in the Rockies, I think is what it is. Dude, they got some cool names for rivalries over here on this side of the country. But we got Utah, we got Colorado. Let's see what happens. All right, we are jumping in again. It is a 1-point lead for Colorado, who took the lead just very recently, as we got Utah trying to mount this final comeback here. They are at the 24-yard line. They're at their 24-yard line. Let's see. Pass is good. 2nd and 3, a minute 50 remaining. 2nd and 3, a minute 30 on the clock. Utah looking to get downfield here, and that's a first down. Utah looking to get down the field. A 1 timeout left for them. It's going to be down the field, and it's going to be caught in stride. Timeout, Colorado. Utah at the 16-yard line after the big play. A minute 12 left on the clock. They don't want to score too quickly here, and it looks like it's going to be a run play to the left. Here they go. No, they're going to pass it, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown, Utah. And Utah looking to go for the 2-point conversion here. Go up by 8. Let's see if they can do it. Back to pass, and it's caught. There's a flag on the play, however. And it looks like it's going to be on Colorado. Pass interference, Colorado. They're going to decline. I guess they're going to decline that, yeah. 31-24. They are up by 8. I believe they're up by 8. Let's see what happens. No, they're up by 7. I don't know. They up by some number. I'm not sure which one though. Colorado coming out looking to get back down the field. Can they do it? And it's going to be caught for the first down. Timeout, Colorado. 58 seconds left on the clock. Colorado is coming back here. Back to the line. 58 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10. It passes back. And he's going to throw. And he's going to catch it. Not for a first down, though. 2nd and 6. They're not going to hurry. All right, Utah coming back to the line. 30 seconds. 2nd and 6. Are they going to get a big play here? And they do. They slice the defense up. And they have to get into the end zone to win this ball game. Timeout, Colorado. 26 seconds left. Here comes Colorado. 1st and 10. Looking to get into the end zone. Can they do it? And they get the first down immediately. Are they going to rush to the ball is the question. Are they going to rush to the line? EA, don't do this. EA, don't do this, EA. No. EA, no. 17, 16, 15, 14. They're going to get back to the line with another chance to hit the end zone. And they're going to throw it to a check down. And that's going to be a first down. They got to rush. They're not going to rush. They're going to lose this game by 8. Wow. Fix your game, EA. I'm sick of this shit, dude. Fix your game, EA. What are you doing? In what universe do they not rush to spike the ball there? I don't get it. What are we doing? Utah gets another W. All right, moving on. Utah gets a win in a game that could have possibly gone to overtime. Unfortunately, we will never know. But Utah took over Colorado. Let's see who's next. Spin a wheel, baby. Let's go. Who do we got? Who do we got? We have San Diego State, the Aztecs. Who are they going up against? Down into the left. I don't think that's anybody. We can check though. You know, that is nobody, so we will spin again. I mean, no, wait, why am I spinning that wheel again? No, I need to spin this wheel. We just landed on Buffalo. That's cool. Fortunately, it's not going to be Buffalo. Up and to the right. San Diego State versus USC coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at USC as the Trojans take on the Aztecs. The Aztecs have a lot of territory. The Trojans have not played yet. Let's see if the Aztecs can take down the Trojans, or will the Trojans get a ton of territory? Let's find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, USC has taken down San Diego State 38-20. I didn't jump in because USC had the ball at the end of the game. He looks insane. Get that sword away from him. His eyes are going crazy. He's doing this, holding the sword. Dog, get that sword away from him. He gonna murder somebody. All right, USC has taken over a lot of territory. Also, I think USC has played. I think they played UCLA. I'm just now remembering. I believe they played UCLA. But USC has taken over a lot of territory here. Hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. Let's spin that wheel. See who's next. Spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. What do we got? Who are we seeing? What are we doing? Come on. What are we doing? Minnesota. Okay, okay. I think that's the first time we've gotten them. I think up and to the right. Let's see where that's at. All right, Minnesota gonna take over unclaimed territory. I think it'll be this state right here. So Minnesota doesn't actually have to play a game. They're just gonna take over a state. You know, they're just gonna do their thing. So they're gonna take over this state here. I don't know what state that is, to be honest. There they go. They took over the entire state. And now Minnesota has territory. And they didn't have to do a damn thing for it. But let's spin the wheel again and see who's next. See who is coming up next. And we got Kansas State is back in that mascot. Please, somebody take them down. I beg you, up and to the right. That's Iowa State. Okay. Okay. Wait, is that? Yeah, it's barely tilted. Yeah, that's Iowa State. Kansas State, Iowa State coming up next. Please, God, Kansas State lose. Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to deal with this mascot again. Real quick, y'all. I normally don't come back until the game's going. But what the kind of rivalry name is that? DK, zoom in on that bullshit rivalry name. What is that? We had Utah has some Battle of the Brothers, the Holy War. They had another one with, I think it was Colorado. That was lit. Then you get this Farmageddon. Really? This what we doing? Okay. All right. I'll see you on the game. This is ridiculous. And I'm glad I don't get to see that Kansas State stupid mascot all the time now. Dumb mascot, whatever. Man, what? I'm not even gonna cut. No, this. I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed, bro. I gotta see this goofy. Okay, that's actually a pretty good mascot. Dude, Iowa State, man, can you just beat them, please? Can we just end this Kansas State in the snow? Can we just end it, please? Please and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank God this reign is over. Kansas State's out of here. Thank God, bro. Oh my God. Iowa State gets the victory. Kansas State loses all of their territory. All right, Iowa State got big territory here. I will eventually move their logo, but for right now, it's going to stay there. Iowa State got huge territory here. If they go up, they can get some more for absolutely free. But, dude, this Iowa State taking over a big portion of this map. But let's spin that wheel again, see who's next. I've never been so happy to take a team off the wheel, bro. Oh, my God. Yes, thank God. All right, spin the wheel, baby. Let's go. Who do we got? Who do we got next? Let's go. Come on. What are we doing? Louisiana Tech. Who the hell are you facing? Up and to the right. All right. It'll be Louisiana Tech taking on the University of Louisiana Monroe. ULM, LA Tech coming up. All right, we are in Louisiana for the ULM Louisiana Tech rivalry as Louisiana Monroe takes on Louisiana Tech. Coming up. God, I suck, dude. I suck, dude. My whole job, not even my job, but my whole thing is to talk, and I can't even do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Louisiana Monroe takes down Louisiana Tech by 14. I've also just realized, like just now, there's a lot of teams that have like very similar color schemes. There's a lot of teams with like this red color for some reason, and I don't know why. Like this red color shows up all like a pretty decent amount. I mean, there's a lot of red teams, right? Like you've got this color that's kind of similar to this one. Florida State's not all the way there, but it is kind of a darker version of this. Like there's a lot of teams that have red on them. Like I don't know. I've just like realized that like just now. It's a very cool thing to notice, you know? It's a very weird thing just to notice. Like there's a lot of red teams. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Anyway, spin the wheel, let's go. What do we got? Who are we coming to see? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. Kennesaw State for the first time in this series. They're probably going to take on Auburn at some point. Down and to the left, but they have to make it past this opponent first. Who is it? Jacksonville State. Kennesaw State versus Jacksonville State coming up. All right, we are in Jacksonville, Alabama, as the Jacksonville State Gamecocks take on the Kennesaw State Owls. Let's see what happens here. All right, I skipped way too far, but Jacksonville State won 27-10 anyway, so I probably wasn't going to jump in, but Jacksonville State takes the victory and takes over territory. It's again with the red color scheme. What is with teams in red color schemes? I'm just curious. Like, why must we have red color schemes for everything? I don't know. Well, it's just a fun thing to think about. Red color schemes in a lot of teams in college football. Like go look at college football teams, all of them, and look at red color schemes. Just look for red color schemes. I bet you find a lot of them. Jesus Christ, I royally screwed. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I'm royally screwing up everything right now. Yikes. Okay, I'm giving them a new logo. I can't look at that. That's not great. Let's go. What do we got? Who are we seeing? What are we doing? Come on. Who do we have here? Got Arkansas. Who Arkansas taking on, man? They're going down slightly they go to the right, slightly down. Let's see what that's at. All right. They are going to Memphis. Arkansas, Memphis next. All right, we are in Memphis, Tennessee, as the Arkansas Razorbacks come to town to do battle with the Memphis Tigers. I think they're the Tigers. I think so. Memphis Tigers, Arkansas Razorbacks coming up. All right, we are jumping in 24-28. I did not think we were gonna have to jump into this game, but Memphis driving here, 2nd and 7, a minute 51 left on the clock, 3 timeouts by both teams. They're going to have to get down this field quickly if they want to score here. They have to score a touchdown down by 4. Let's see if they can do it. Quarterback gets the ball, throwing, incomplete. Great defensive play by Arkansas. 3rd and 7. If they don't get a touchdown here, they might not get another opportunity to score. This game might end if they don't get a score here, but hopefully they do so that they can continue this game. But I don't know. Memphis looking to go 3rd and 7, a minute 48. Let's see if they can do it. Snap is back. Quarterback throwing, looking to throw. Throwing, caught for the first down. Timeout, Memphis. Might be using that timeout a little bit early there, but a minute 43 left on the clock. Memphis coming to the line. 1st and 10. Back to pass, throwing, caught. 2nd and 6, a minute 30 remaining. Memphis back up at the line, a 5 wide receiver set. Empty backfield, throwing the ball, throwing, caught, 1st down. Timeout, Memphis. Memphis back at the line, running back in the backfield. They hopefully will not run this ball here. They need to throw it down the field. They're going to, and it's out to the flat to the running back, out of bounds. 2nd and 8. Memphis looking to get back down the field. They need a big play sooner rather than later. Throwing, caught, incomplete. Not a 1st down. 3rd and 8, a minute 7 left. Let's see what happens here. They're making some adjustments at the line. Back to pass, throwing, caught for the 1st down. They are at the 4-yard line inside the red zone. the clock will stop for the first down, but it will start back up. They don't need to rush here. They're at the 4-yard line. A minute remaining. They're at the line, the 4-yard line. 50 seconds left on the clock. Will they get this one in? They're going to run it, and it will be stopped for no gain. Actually going backwards to the 5-yard line. 30 seconds on the clock. They're probably going to want to pass here. I wouldn't recommend running, and they're not going to, and that's going to be caught. Wide open for the first down and the touchdown. I don't know why I said first down. Wide open for the touchdown. Memphis takes the lead, and they'll be up by 3 with 26 seconds remaining on the clock. All right, Arkansas with the ball, down by 3. They need to get into field goal range with 24 seconds left on the clock, or else they risk being eliminated, and they're going to run the ball. I don't know why you would run the ball in that situation. 5 wide receivers set. They are making some adjustments at the line. Back to pass. Throwing, caught, not a first down. Memphis's defense is holding up here. Can't let them get over the top of them. They need to hold them. They need to put a bunch of corners back there, a bunch of safeties to the back. Make sure that none of this Arkansas team does not get a ball down the field on them. And they're about to try it. And it's intercepted by Memphis. And 9 seconds left. Memphis intercepts, and they will win this ball game. Memphis called game, and their territory has been taken over. Arkansas's has. We will move this Memphis logo after the video. I'm going to do one more spin for the video before we end this off here. But Arkansas has been taken down. All right, spin the wheel for the last time. Make sure you guys sub to the channel, like this video, and help me get to 100 subs by the end of the year. Toledo is next. Try to help me get to 100 subs by the end of the year. Every link that I have is down in the description. My reaction channel, my editor's channels, his Patreon, everything is down below. Go check all of that out, please. You'd be helping us out a lot, especially my reaction channel and his Patreon. My reaction channel will have videos start coming out on it soon. Do not worry. But yeah, down and to the left. Let's see where that's at. Toledo misses Ohio State. However, they hit Notre Dame. Notre Dame will be taking on Toledo coming up. All right, we are in Notre Dame as it is snowing here, and the Irish are looking to take out the Toledo Rockets. I don't know what Toledo is. I don't know what they do. What do you do in Toledo? Anybody that lives in Toledo, comment down below. What do y'all do there? I've never heard of anything good happening in Ohio besides in like Cleveland and Cincinnati. Everything else is I don't know what goes on there. Oh, Akron. LeBron James was born there, and so was Steph Curry. But other than that, I don't know what the hell happens in Ohio. But anyway, the Fighting Irish taking on Toledo, the Rockets or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, the Rockets. Damn, I was right. Holy. Anyway, Rockets, Fighting Irish. All right, Notre Dame is going to take down Toledo and the Rockets. That's not a great name, but Toledo has gone down 37-20. Not as much of a blowout as I thought it would be, but it's definitely a blowout nonetheless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Notre Dame is taking over territory. Also, I messed up and I made their color dark, so now I have to paint over it whenever they lose, or whenever they win. However, video is now going to end. I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said, make sure you like, sub to the channel. My goal is to get 100 by the end of the year. We are at 57 subscribers, going strong. So please, ladies and gentlemen, hit that sub button. I feel like I'm begging right now, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do on YouTube. My editor's stuff is down below. His Patreon and his 2 YouTube channels. Go check those out. He makes music. If you guys like that, you can go check that out. Go check out my reaction channel. That link will be down in the description below as well. The videos will be starting to come out on there soon. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.
You heard that, man. You heard him. Subscribe to me. Do it. Do it. On the music side of things, I have quite a lot happening. I have myself, and then I have a group that is called the Hollow Process. The Hollow Process leans more into the AI side of music, which I know isn't very, very popular, but it's telling stories in genres that I can't physically do, that I've always wanted to tell. Now, on the gameplay side of things, me and Cam are doing a whole fantasy shakeup, which I think you guys would really enjoy. You'll see both our POVs week to week, with some more Madden content sprinkled in. He does college football content, at least right now. I'm doing Madden, at least for right now. In the Patreon, you can get early access to all my music. If you pay $3 a month, you can either get access to the Hollow Process or my personal music. If you pay $5 a month, you get full access to both. I do have a song releasing in December. I believe it's December 19th. Take a quick listen.
Digging deeper, searching for release, but all I find is the echo of a hollow piece. I was always told that the bleeding was right, that the bad blood would drain, and I'd step into light. But as my vision fades and the blade leaves my hand, I wonder if I was made of nothing else. A silent scream behind vacant eyes.